Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting edition of AcesCracked. Today is Sunday, March 25th, 2012. First, I'd just like to apologize real quick. This past week I did not get a video up in the middle of the week, and also I'm a day late on this one. So I'd just like to apologize. Hope you can understand I was a little busy with some stuff, so I'll try to be better with that the next following weeks. So last night I saw The Hunger Games. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Many of you have probably heard of it by now. It's very popular, especially amongst teens and young adults. It's doing very well in the box office right now. So I saw the trailer a couple months ago and I decided that I was going to go see it. Now, those of you who don't know, The Hunger Games is based off of a book series. 3 parts, I believe, and this movie is based off of the first one. Now, I'm pretty sure Lionsgate Entertainment, they're going to go and make the movies off the next 2 books because it's doing very well right now. Now, I don't really want to give any spoilers, so I might, because you know I talk a lot and I probably will accidentally say some things. So just don't watch this if you don't want any spoilers, if you haven't seen the movie or if you haven't read the book. So basically, if you don't know what Hunger Games is about, it's basically about a futuristic society, which I believe used to be the United States. It's now a country called Panem, and it's divided into 12 districts. Each district ranges from, I think the first districts are very rich and the top districts, 10, 11, and 12, are very poor. For some reason, because of their history, they have this like kind of peace agreement where they have like this kind of reality television show once a year called The Hunger Games. Well, they take a boy and girl from each district between ages of 12 and 18, and they send them to the Hunger Games, and they basically battle it out to the death. And there's one survivor at the end, and whoever wins represents their district, and that district is like the winner. So basically, the whole story revolves around this girl named Katniss. Her sister gets chosen, her little sister, and she obviously doesn't want her sister to go and get killed in these games, so she goes and volunteers to take her place. And also this other guy from her district, Peter, and they actually end up being lovebirds later in the story. But they end up going, and the more poor districts aren't as prepared as the richer districts for these games, so the odds are just really not in their favor for winning this thing. It's a good story, very interesting, very entertaining. What I thought was interesting was the different audience members that were at this movie. I mean, you had a bunch of guys, you had a bunch of girls, you had a bunch of young adults, and you have to wonder like what was their driving force for some of these people, because obviously not everyone read the book. I mean, come on, like how many people actually read all the Harry Potter books and went to see the Harry Potter movies? Same thing with Twilight, but Twilight, we're not going to compare these movies with Twilight because Twilight's just blah, and I've not read or seen Twilight, so screw Twilight. So there's a little bit of a love story behind it, not much though, and there's a lot of action, so obviously the guys like that, and so it was cool. A lot of different people. Now, some of the themes I thought that I noticed in this movie, obviously you got poverty, social classes, government tyranny, preservation of self-identity, and just a bunch of themes like that, which I thought were cool, because I like movies that actually try to explore different themes and stuff, and I don't think many stories and movies do that these days. And also, I think one of the most interesting thing is, as a psychology major, is just kind of observing human nature, and I think this movie went and delved into that as a theme as well, just kind of what do we do in a situation like that? Do we stick to our morals? Do we become bloodthirsty? Do we become power hungry? So that was also interesting. Now, the production of the movie, of course I'm going to talk about the production of the movie. I thought they did a very good job with the movie. The film work was decent, although I do have one thing that really bothered me. It's a scene where they were coming in on their chariots and everything, kind of towards the beginning. Just the CGI sucked. Come on, man. Like, I knew, like, I was just, like, cringing during that scene. I'm like, oh my god, it needs to be over. It's so fake, and it just bugged the hell out of me. Because otherwise, everything was very well done. Everything was very realistic, and they did a really good job with all the graphics. But that scene was just really off, and the person who did that just must have sucked at doing graphics. I don't know what it was. I mean, they could have done a better job with that. It just bugged me. I don't know if anyone else noticed that or bugged anyone else. Also, like I said, I have not read the book, so I don't really have room to criticize the story. But the dog things, kind of at the end, when they sent the dogs out, God, I don't know. Like, I wish they wouldn't have had the dogs, because I wish it was more of a true test of survival and a true game of cat and mouse. But it seemed like they were kind of raising the blinds, if you will. So I don't know. like, I believe there actually is more of a story behind these mutts and dogs and these how they came to be and everything in the book. So as I said, I don't really ever criticize it, but that just kind of bugged me. Also, the part where they were going to eat the berries at the end because one of them had to kill each other. It just screamed Romeo and Juliet to me. I don't know why. It just really reminded me of it. And it also, a lot of it reminded me of the Gladiator days and how that was entertainment. So the whole idea and the whole concept of this movie isn't very far-fetched. We've had governments like this. We could very well have a government like this in the future. Killing as an entertainment, it was entertainment at one point in time. Public executions, we had the gladiators, the Romans, that everyone gathered in the Colosseum and arenas and watched people slay each other. So it's not a far-fetched idea. It's very true, and it could very well happen, which is probably probably what draws a lot of people to this movie, because it's not that fake. It's not about vampires and wizards. It's about just plain old human nature and what could be, what could become. So it really makes you think about society, and it makes you think about people, which I like about the movie. The acting was very well done. I like the characters. And overall, I definitely recommend you go see this movie. If you've not read the book, oh well, you might want to just go see it before it comes out, although I don't think it will be out of theaters in 2 weeks. It'll probably be in for at least a month or two, because it's so popular. There were a lot of people in that movie last night, man. It came out, 2 nights ago? I went Saturday night, and they had like a movie showing every 30 minutes. Parents! Do your research before you take kids a movie. Why do you bring 8-year-olds, 5-year-olds to a movie like this? Yeah, it has teenagers in it, but it's not a teenage love story. It's teenagers killing each other. God. Younger kids just can't grasp these themes that we older people get out of these types of movies. So all the little kids see is just kids killing kids and yada yada yada. I mean, it could be kind of disturbing too. I mean, it is a little bit of a disturbing movie, but it's, like I said, it has a bunch of themes and explores different topics that I think could make us aware. So overall, I really like the movie. I recommend it, and I do look forward to reading the book series, and I do hope Lionsgate Entertainment will go out and make the rest of the series. I believe I read in an article that they will be making the second book, then the third book is going to be in 2 parts. So it's going to be kind of one of those things they do. I don't like when they do that because it makes freaking cliffhangers like the Harry Potter one. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the Hunger Games. Go see it. Now I don't think it's a 5-star. I don't think it's an Academy Award winner. I read this article where people under, I think under 18 or yeah, I think under age 18 gave the movie an A+. Now, obviously, the teenage hype and everything, people get so excited about these movies and like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't think the movie deserved an A+. I'll probably give it a B+. It's not an original film work, but they did a good job. Maybe a B+ or A- because it was exciting. They did a good job with the film and editing, music, and it kept me interested, which is very important. So I'd probably give it a B+ or A-, probably an 89 or 90, which is pretty generous of me. So I did enjoy it, do recommend it. Go and see it, have fun. Just make sure you don't bring your 2-year-old or 8-year-old to go see it. Make sure you bring a mature audience. On the last note, I just want to remind everybody, special guest later this week, Daniel Passanelli, who will be right here in this video of AcesCracked. Question and answer session, and we will be performing a live song. So do not miss that. Please don't miss that. It's going to be so much fun. Please. So we will have that special guest with us. Anyways, so we will see you then. And once again, I apologize for not getting my videos up as much, and I will be better about that in the next following weeks. Have a good Sunday, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Relax. Be safe, and just hang tight. Go see a movie. Go see Hunger Games. Anyways. Have a good one. Talk to you later, guys.